met, I'm Beth, and I've been a close friend of Amy's for the past 10 years. About a year and a half ago, Amy stood up with me at my wedding, and I'm so honored and excited to be able to join with her today as your matron of honor. Before I get started singing your praises, which of course I'm going to do, don't worry, I did want to take a moment and thank both of you, together with your families, for bringing us all together for this beautiful celebration of the start of your marriage. So thank you all so much. I met Amy, or as I like to call her, Amy Baby, at midday for our sorority, Tri Delta, in the fall of 2003. For those of you who have not participated in a sorority midday, I can assure you it's a very overwhelming experience. You're surrounded by a horde of screaming women who you're going to share the rest of college with. It's great, it's wonderful. But I remember being drawn to a particular petite, adorable blonde girl from California who was telling hilarious stories about her roommate and complaining about the freezing, frigid, cold weather that we were having. To level set, it was a gorgeous day in September. And that girl, of course, was you. We quickly became friends, spending lots of time together. I was drawn to you because of your fun-loving personality. I think you were drawn to me because I gave you an excuse to escape your dorm room with Sue, your roommate from China, who didn't speak English, in the all-girls international dorm you somehow landed in freshman year. Still a mystery. But whatever your reason for wanting to spend time with me, we created lots of memories together over our years at Michigan. I love thinking back to football Saturdays, walking from the tailgate to the big house, stopping at a minimum of 2 hot dog stands along the way for everyone's favorite game day treat, which is, of course, a tofu dog. We also shared some great moms weekends with Mary and Nancy, and I would say Amy and I consider ourselves pretty fun and outgoing girls, but I think we learned a thing or two about where we got those weekends. And of course, there were the other times that seemed insignificant then, studying at the library or hanging out at Tri Delt on the rare night in, where I found Amy to be a genuine, caring, loyal, and hilarious best friend. But if you look around the room tonight, you'll see that I'm not the only one that has this title. Many of you are also Amy's best friends. There are people here to support you from elementary school, high school, college, and the years post-graduation. That is because you, Amy, are a fantastic friend, and one that all of us are lucky to have. I had my Amy Baby all to myself for the first 3 years of college, until one fateful evening in the March of 2006. Like many nights before that, we decided to meet up with some friends to play the competitive college sport, steeped in tradition, with which I'm sure some of you are familiar. I'm of course referencing beer pong. And in one of our many games that night, the killer athletic team of Amy and Beth were paired up with our friend Sean and one of his friends we had never met. Like many before, we did lose that game. But I think that Amy had particular trouble getting her head in the game due to the distraction of the dashing young man across the table, Mr. John Barrett. Senior year was a little different now that Amy had a serious boyfriend, but over the course of that year, John grew from the guy that Amy was seeing to the guy corralling 15 of her friends in Mexico over spring break, to one of all of our best friends. And we're all so glad that the stars aligned those years ago to bring you two together. Over the past 7 years, Amy and John have built a relationship based upon friendship and loyalty that should be a model to all of us. I knew things were getting serious when our porcelain-skinned John braved the searing Southern California sun to be with Amy in San Diego. And I knew that you, Amy, felt the same way when you went back on your vow to never return to the frozen tundra of the Midwest to be with John in Chicago. Last spring, John made all of Amy's dreams come true, of course by proposing, but also by finally getting Bunzel, the tux which he so much deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just found out that Bunzel is actually here with us tonight. My husband and I were lucky enough to be in Chicago that weekend, and to see the excitement that both of you had on your faces to share the rest of your lives together was beautiful to see. What I love most about your relationship, Amy and John, is your undying commitment to each other and to enjoying life along the way. You two put each other first, doing the nice little things to make every day special. And rumor has it, Amy, even though you haven't gotten any better, you still partake in the occasional game of beer pong. And so in closing, I would like to congratulate two of my best friends. I wish you all the love, joy, and happiness in the world. So if we could raise a glass to Amy and John.
My favorite phrase.